we're here at Steiner Sports, and I know he came a long way in today, and it's Bernie Nicholls, who has such a tri-state, little time with the Rangers, and then actually left the Rangers, went to the Devils, 94, was on the other side of it, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. But we're so excited to have him, and he's signing some stories, and just a great day up here at Steiner Sports. We're so excited. So welcome, Bernie.
I appreciate it.
And where'd you come in from today?
Come in from Las Vegas. Had a little flight delay, so get in about 2 o'clock in the morning. But
Okay.
well worth it.
All right. Well, our hockey guy, you just got up.
We're used
and
to that. Yeah.
That's all. Strap it on and
Yeah.
get on for today. Not everyone could say they got traded for Mark Messier, right?
Yeah, you hate getting traded to start with, right? And for me, I got traded to New York. Not that I didn't mind coming to New York, but I was playing with Wayne Gretzky at the time. Devastated to leave Wayne. So now I'm in New York. Get traded again, Mark Messier. Like, of all the players, I would have loved to play with Mark. I have so much respect for Mark. I played against him a lot. I just really would have loved to have played with him. Fortunately, I get traded for him.
Yeah, 70 goals, and you think about how hard that is, and so few players have done that. 50 goals is nearly impossible. So think about 70. What was that season like? Was it surreal? Were you just in the zone? Like, you did it, so
yeah.
What was it like? Because that can never be taken away from you.
Right. It was absolutely in the zone. Obviously, having the opportunity to play with Wayne didn't hurt. Played the power play with Wayne, obviously. Killed penalties with Wayne. I had 8 short-handed goals playing with Wayne. But just, he creates so much for you out there. And it's like, I always say great players bring the best of everybody. And to play with Wayne every night was special for me. It was like, I tell other people, it's like Christmas Day every day. You just couldn't wait to get to the rink. You couldn't wait to go play, especially playing games. It was so exciting. And, it just, like you said, everything went in, and you get on a roll, and it just didn't end.
When you think of hockey, you think of Wayne Gretzky, and then what are a couple things that you would say you learned from Wayne, and what's something like, he's not, around all the time or whatever, but what were a couple of things you were like, wow, playing with this guy, I learned X. What would X be?
Well, I think to expect the unexpected. I could be in the middle of 2 or 3 guys and think I'm being checked, and next thing you know, the puck's on my stick, and you go, how the heck did that happen, But just to watch him out there, his vision, his love for the game. He's so passionate towards the game, and Wayne wasn't the Mark Messier, the vocal leader. He was quiet. And I tell people what was really special for me is, and I don't know if he did it to anybody else, but before the game, he'd come up to me and he'd just tap me on the knee pads, just him and I. Wasn't in front of everybody. Just say, "Hey, we need you tonight." And
wow,
you're going, wow, that's Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky needs you.
So yeah, so you know what I mean. It's just little special things like that it was awesome for me.
The 8 shorthanded goals, that's a backbreaker when you're playing a team and it's a big game. And you get that shorthanded goal, and how did that feel? I mean, to 8 and by the way, is that a record? I don't know that any of us have looked that up.
Yeah, it is in LA, but I think when you're on the power play, you think so much of offense, but then when you're out there and you're looking, and Wayne Gretzky's killing the penalty, because a lot of times a team will have 4 forwards out there, maybe a forward on defense who's maybe not obviously as good at playing defense as in the defenseman. So they're probably a little more nervous because you got a lot of skill out there. So as much as we're killing the penalty, anytime we got an opportunity to go the other way, we did. And, when you got Wayne on your side going, gives you an opportunity to score goals.
Awesome. Well, we're doing these story photos, and athletes, we just didn't expect that. So many athletes would just love doing it because here's a picture of you skating, and then you get to tell the story in your own words,
right,
of how you felt and what went on, and that's why it's been just so successful, because it gives our customers just an inside track to what you were thinking and what happened. And I thank you just so much for doing this. I know Kings fans, or any hockey fan. So one of the last things I just want to go over is, and it actually reminds me a little bit, I don't know but Don Larson was with the Yankees, for a long time. Perfect game in '56, everything else, and then in 1962 he's with the Giants, and he's playing against the Yankees, and the series really came down to Willie McCovey hitting the hardest ball he had ever hit, which almost took off Bobby Richardson's hands. He holds on to it, and the Giants win the World Series, and the Yankees, lose. And that was just something that something for Don that he always brings up. So one of the things going into that is you're with the Rangers. Now you go to the Devils. It's obviously 94 is a year where the Rangers just have everybody, and the Devils gave them like literally everything that they could handle. What did that mean to you, and how painful? How painful was that?
Right, like especially getting traded. Right, like one of my best memories when I did get traded to New York. My third game with the Rangers, we played in L.A. against the Kings. I was so nervous skating around the ice. I honestly couldn't feel myself. We end up winning 3-1. I scored a goal, so that was awesome. Now when I'm in New Jersey, who do we play? We play New York. It was my favorite series I've ever played.
Wow.
Even though we lost.
Okay.
I've been in some great ones, but to think that I think 3 games went into overtime. The final game went into double overtime.
Absolutely.
The series had everything. New York, it was awesome. So we should have won Game 6 at home. We had them 2-0 late. They ended up scoring a late goal, and then some
late goal was
guy
the killer.
took over.
That late goal hurt.
That's right.
You could have shut it down.
Well, you know what? Going in, we got Marty Brodeur. The defense is awesome. I feel we go into the third period, we're up 2-0. They never lose. So, but give New York credit. Then we come back in Game 7, like double overtime. You couldn't ask for anything more other than, and I see it all the time. They keep showing that game, and I'm waiting just one time that we score, but we don't. But it was awesome. Yeah.
But, you just had an incredible career, and again, to play at the level you did and to have the success you did, and here you are here at Steiner, and that's what really makes it always great for us. And it's just so exciting every day to have different players through the door who've had such a high level of success and be able to build a line of products around them. So for that, we're very grateful.
Well, as a sports person, I'm coming in here today, and I'm honestly like a little kid, right? Because I love sports. I love everything, and you see all the Hall of Famers, the great athletes that you have that come in here. Just to be a part of it, for me, it's an honor. It's awesome.
Thank you so much.
I
Great to have you up here.
Thank you.